This the biggest the ALS team has ever been. We've got 4 cars, so that in itself says a lot. It being a memorial rally, Joginder Singh Memorial, my father and uncle knew Joginder personally, so it means a lot to us, to try and do these legends rallies.
Last time I didn't sit with Fuzzy because I had a RC rally happening also around the same time, so it feels certain for me. I'm looking forward to it. I hear the route is quite twisty, and as you can see right now, it's raining, so we're all in for a surprise tomorrow. Should be fun, and I think the car is ready. We are ready. We take it from there.
Well, we're very excited to be here. It's a special rally, especially it's a memorial rally. So when we're all rallying, we've got 4 cars in this event. My cousin Fuzzy can definitely push. The rest of us, I just say, have fun.
It's good to be back. Last time I couldn't make it for the rally due to unavoidable circumstances, but I'm back again, and I'm happy to be back again. So I drove this Ford in the last rally, and then there was a bit of change around with cars, and my uncle Ayub was very kind enough to give me his car and told me to go and have fun with it. It's a standard BMW with rally suspension, but really fun to drive. Proper gentleman's car, and I intend to return it back to my uncle the way he gave it to me, nice and clean. So I've just decided to go out and have some fun.
Nanyuki has some of the best rally roads. It's always fun rallying up here. We're hoping it's a nice, fun, clean, dry event. Just have some fun and get to the finish.
I desperately need to finish the rally without any major mishaps. So that's the target.
That's the main target.
Yeah.
The best part about rallying in Nanyuki is sometimes when it's a clear morning, you come around the corner and you can see Mount Kenya, perfect view, and that's the most amazing thing about Nanyuki.
Well, the thing is, it was our uncle who started rallying in 1950, so 57, 58. So he gave us the bug. My generations, me, my brothers, we all rallied. Then after me, the nephews rallied. And now the grandnephews have come to an age. They just turned 18. So I thought it would be good to give them an opportunity to at least have the opportunity to navigate. And maybe later on they can, I've told them this is a very expensive sport. So once they qualify and start making lots of money, they can start driving themselves.
I think it's nice to see Aslam back in rallying. It's a team of 4 cars. It's a good sizable entry from the team, which is really nice to see. I started rallying with him in 2005, so this year is 20 years to when I started rallying. And I did my first rally with Aslam, and it's nice to see him do the same event I'm doing as well.
The idea is just to take the car around the route so they can see and feel, what the rally is all about. And I'm sure as the time goes, they will get more and more competitive.
The last rally we did was the Pretoria, so it's been a few months break. We'll try and find a good balance to see where we are after the first day and then take it up from there. Obviously now we've set the bar high, so we'll try and see what we can do. Well, I think if we manage to get a top 5, it would be as good as winning the event, considering all the cars ahead of us.
You can never plan in rallying. You can plan for a wet rally and it turns out to be dry. You can plan for a dry rally, it turns out to be wet. But I must say I've not driven this car in wet at all, so it'll be interesting. We're not looking at any results. We just want to go out and finish. Our aim is just to put fuel in the car and go. Keep fueling and keep going. That's our aim this rally.
Well, it's been a good day. It started off well. We found a good pace. So yeah, we're happy with it. So we'll just build it from there. Digital Tigers is always a treat to do. Unfortunately, we heard yesterday that this is the last time we'll have to be doing that. So we'll make the most of it this weekend.
Any expectations for the rest of the day?
Just I don't even know where we are on the times or anything, but just build up from where we've started.
We started off really well, then we had a puncture, and then we had to stop, change it, and then get back. Yeah.
How was it last the week?
It was quite rough. Yeah. Takes just nursing the car.
Asante
Don't break it
studio
on day one.
kwa kweli nyimbo za kigeni.
So far so good. We've just driven around, trying to get here. By the grace of God, we've gotten here, and we pray to God we see you again at the end of the next stage.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are you expecting, given how you've seen the track?
It is tricky. There's a lot of rocks. It's quite rough, so we just have to take it as it comes. There's no strategy that I can think of that we can do. Yeah.
very good day. We had a problem with the intercom. For a long time we had no intercom until we stopped and changed the intercom, so that was fine. It's his first rally as well as a navigator, so we're just taking it easy, and I'm working with him on all the notes to be read.
Yeah, it's my first rally. I'm enjoying it very much. I'm looking forward to just keeping it consistent, not getting any loss, and just enjoying the drive. That's all I'm looking for.
Good day. First two stages were really good. Nice, although it was a bit rough, but that we can't do anything because of the conditions of what the rains have faced the roads. But the last stage was really interesting. We got rain for 25 kilometers to the end, so visibility was next. Couldn't even see more than 20 meters. But that's what rallying is. So yeah, interesting day. As you can see right now, we must be mad to be doing this, because on a normal day we'd run for shelter, but that's what rallying is, you know. We're here, we're in the rain, we're getting our cars ready. Let's see what tomorrow holds.
Did the weather take any toll on your car? Is there anything you're fixing?
Not necessarily fixing. It took a toll on the driving because we slowed down a bit, but it's all practice.
Yes. What are your hopes now?
Maintain position. I understand we're fifth, so let's see what happens.
Well, we in the last stage, we were doing okay, and then it started raining really heavily. So we lost some time there because it was very heavy rain, and we had to back off just to get the car back home.
Any specific things, any damages did to the car? Maybe something changed?
No, nothing major. Other than the punch in the morning, and we had one bolt which came off, but we managed to fix it. But it's happened after the stage on transport. But fortunately, we didn't lose any time.
So, what are your hopes for tomorrow?
Just keep going round and bringing it back home.
The day has been good. We thank God we're back here. No dramas as such. The last stage was quite tough. In fact, the second stage was really tough. We got into a hailstorm and we couldn't even see the bonnet of the car. The windscreen was misted up. At some point we had to actually loosen the belts and use a cloth and actually clean the windscreen. And we ended up in, because we didn't see where we were going, we ended up in some deep water and got a misfire. So we had a misfire for about good 20 kilometers and then it cleared out and then we could drive after that. But the last section was interesting. It started off really well. It was nice and flowing. I think the last 25 kilometers we got rain and mud, and then we went into some deep water again and got a misfire, and then we drove for about 20 kilometers with a misfire. But God's with us, we're here, so I can't complain. It could have been worse. At that moment, the car's great. We touch wood, we haven't had any damage or anything, but we're just going to check it and see if there's anything to be done. So we've driven sensibly. I hope we can do that for the next 2 days. I pray we do that for the next 2 days.
It started off well. Really good stage. 20 Ks in, we hit a hole a bit too fast, and it was marked as a fast hole. We hit it at the speed that we normally hit it, but because of all the range and everything, it launched us a bit in the air. When it landed, I think it did damage to the leaf spring. So we had a good 70 Ks to drive with the back swinging around, and yeah, it started off like that, but it's being fixed. Put it behind us and we do the next thing and see how that goes. Still a long way to go. Like for the first 20 Ks we made the best of it, but after that it was just conserve mode to get to service.
And what's the next stage and what are you expecting?
Well, I think we've done bits and pieces of it in last year's event. So yeah, we'll after it's rained on this side, we'll see how it is.
The stage was very good, very tricky, very technical, but we came out delicious. Yeah.
What was the technical thing about the stage?
Very tricky, you have to be very careful, lots of rough and slow rough instead of glaciers which come very quickly.
Now, how did the car perform? How do you think it's going to be for the rest of the day?
Seems okay, or you may like it on, but we're just checking it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your hopes for the rest of the trip?
Yeah, we did want to keep going. Yeah.
All the best, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We saw a herd of elephant cross, zebra, giraffe, gazelles, and plenty of mud holes and plenty of rocks.
It's a tough, long stage. Almost all drivers are saying that was.
The start was beautiful, and then somewhere in the center, it became a bit too rough and rocky. And towards the end, it was rocky, rough, and drivable. It was a good stage. I enjoyed it.
And for the next stage, what do you expect?
So it's roughly the same. So we just want to keep it clean, keep it running, and come back at the end of the stage.
Have to be there at 022. You add these two. 5 minutes, so 22. Yeah, so what time do we?
We started the morning with a horrible vibration in the car. We got to just before the start of the first section. We found that the center bearing was broken. So the service crew welded it. It held on for about 30 kilometers. So we drove the rest of the section with this horrible vibration and just nursed the car to get to the end of the section. We've just tried to re-weld it again, but we've driven here and we found it's broken again. So we've made a decision amongst ourselves, rather than damaging the car more, rather than probably breaking the gearbox or the propeller shaft or the diff, we thought why not just pull out, fix the car properly, and tomorrow's another day.
You gotta use your head sometimes, you know, with these conditions, the road conditions.
Yeah.
With the broken, we would have nursed it through. Imran is a good driver. He's driven very sensibly. But you know, with wheel spinning in mud holes and all, it will end up actually messing up the propeller, or you know, breaking the bell housing or something. Then that's a bigger problem to fix.
Okay.
So we don't want to go and sleep in there. So
Yeah,
we haven't done the booking at the lodge.
It's too wet to sleep in there. think the rear shock absorber is broken. We could hear it making noise, and then we went through a dip, and then it just started making a lot more noise, and we thought we still have 70 something kilometers. We would rather just sit here. There's a beautiful view, nice people to give us some cold drinks, and Mount Kenya in the background. We thought this would be a really good place to actually stop and go back. The car's been amazing. It's such an enjoyable car to drive. It's a gentleman's rally car. You don't have to fight with it, you don't have to put effort, it just does as you tell it, and it's a beautiful car. The only regret is I didn't get more miles in it because it was so lovely to drive. We've blown a rear shock absorber, so we thought rather than continuing, we'll just drive out and come back and see what we can do.
So what does it mean for the next stage?
We'll go and see in service, but I think most probably we're done now.
Tough luck.
Possibly. Let's go and see what they have in service, then we'll make a decision.
I'll see you there.
What is this? Good boy.
We got here, we got a brainwave, thought we'll modify a Ford Escort rear shock. We've taken one out of my brother's spares and tried to modify that and fit it in a BMW. There's a bit of a Mitsubishi mix, and let's see how that goes on.
How much confidence does it give you for the next stage?
I am fairly confident in the sense that it's a good shock absorber. I've used it on the Ford, I know it works. I just hope it can work on this car and we can finish the rally. No, worry, that's why. Oh, this is mine, it's wet.
Can you say it's proper? You've seen it. No, also bring it down. That's not your fan on Cardena. Last time you see fan on.
stage was good. In the beginning, it was a bit tricky. The car was doing its own thing. Then I learned how to drive with what it was doing, and then we actually got a really good rhythm somewhere halfway. And towards the end, we were actually back to a normal pace. So I'm quite pleased we enjoyed this section towards the end.
Suspension performed well?
Well, it did perform very well. Thanks to our mechanics, they actually modified a Ford shock absorber to fit a BMW. So Tinu Khan and his team, thank you very much. You guys did an amazing job.
Yeah.
And Philip Kiriazi, he's the one who gave us the idea. Asante sana.
Hi Fuzzy.
Hi.
How has the stage been?
Good.
How do you feel about your current position?
I think we're fourth. So we are happy with that, with this little fourth of ours.
You have met your goal for the weekend.
Yeah.
You wanted to
we are
have
aiming for a top 5 with this car. So yeah, we reached the winning car.
Thank you.
Any puncher?
No. So how was the stage?
The stage was good. No issues. We came out clean.
How is the car feeling?
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job today.
It's all good, all good.
Pona? Ukoaje?
Finish. Rally done, asanteni. Thanks to the organizers, thanks to the team. Bila shida tupo hapo. Party after party.
Are you going to party?
Nah?
Are you going to party?
Kama kawaida.
Party.
We always party.
The rally was good. No major problems. We're very happy to finally finish rally without any major issues. No. Today we just drove through. We were just taking it easy. I just wanted to bring the car home to the finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the entire 3 days at rally?
I think it was fantastic. It's going to be out there again. And looking forward to the next one.
Oh, nice. Now, what lessons did you take to the next rally, given this one, how it's been?
Well, I think the car is finally working, so now you just focus on preparation for the big ones.
I think it was a good event, well organized, good route, good mix of weather. I think the rain and mud made it a bit more fun than just the dry one. This is our first non-super rally finish after 3 years, after 3 events, sorry. Had bad luck from the other ones, we've had to run under super rally, so we're super chuffed. We have actually finished in official classification 10th overall. So happy days.
How are the stages today specifically?
Today's was basically a repeat of yesterday's stages. They were much easier because most of it was dry. A few places with mud holes, but nothing like it was yesterday. So overall it was a good day. Wildlife out there. Had fun.
Now, what lessons are you taking now to the next rally?
Well, lessons are you always prepare. Good luck happens, bad luck happens, you enjoy. Big shout out to FLY ALS, our sponsors, team, Bob Semi and his team and the mechanics for keeping us going. And for some odd reason I missed my fat boy Jose.
This one's for you. You'd be busy drinking and cracking his jokes already. So yeah, miss the guy.
Well, first day, my two grandnephews are navigating for the first time. So there were a few mistakes being made, and I had to drive rather carefully. But my idea was just to get around and keep coaching them as well so they get in okay. Today, I think my grandnephews improved quite a lot. They both did very well. And yeah, we enjoyed the rally because once the notes start working and you start flowing with it, you can go a bit faster and you start enjoying the rally.
Now, what is the future looking for them in terms of now riding?
I think they're two good navigators. Rallying is a very expensive sport, especially if you're a driver. So I think this is very keen. They have been servicing for the last few years. Now they want to get into, if they can get a chance to navigate, they would like to do that.
Awesome.
Overall, coming before the rally, I thought I had a good idea into what I could expect, but being thrown into the deep end at the first 100-kilometer stage, getting wrong slot in the first 8 kilometers, wrong slot in again in near the end of the stage, flipping 2 pages at once, getting lost on the notes. It was fun. It was not fun when you were lost. It was good. However, once I did more and we did the second stage, everything was better. Notes were flowing, car was good. We passed a couple people. Overall, for my first rally, I would say eventful and lots of fun. I really enjoyed myself. I look forward to coming back again, navigating for my next rally.
Nice, nice. Now, what lessons are you taking into the next rally, and do you want to keep doing it?
Well, the first lesson I would say is you need to know everything about the car you're navigating in. You can, what spares you have, how to change those spares, in case of in the electrical problem, what to do. Well, the other thing I would say is read the notes. Make sure you do your notes the night before. I made a mistake of not looking at a bulletin before day 2, and on the first stage it was cut by 16 kilometers. So when I had finished that stage and we found the time control, I'm like, holy why do I have 5 pages of notes left? So that's one thing I've got to learn. Always look at your bulletins, pretty much be an on-ready mechanic if needs be, and most importantly, have trust with your driver and have fun.
This has been a very tough rally. It's lived up to its name from last year. I think if Joginder Singh was here, he would have been very proud to see what a tough event it was. All these old guys were very used to doing these tough rallies. So we're actually glad we made it to the end despite all the problems.
Well done, guys.
Very, very thankful to my uncle Ayub who lent me the car, my uncle Aslam, my dad Assad for sponsoring us. I've got Tinu Khan to thank for building the car and actually keeping me going. I've got Philip Kiyazi to thank for giving me an idea to modify a Ford shock absorber and put it on the BMW. I have Feisal to thank for guiding me around. I have my mum to thank me for all the catering she's done. I've got to thank all my mechanics for the hard work they put in. And most of all, I'd like to thank my wife who's let me go on rallying because it was my anniversary this weekend. So I've got to make it up. Happy anniversary, darling. I think we've learnt a very new driving style with a different car. I learned how to drive a different car on its own. We learned that you never give up. Whatever happens, you put it together, you keep going, you don't stop till the car stops. I think that's a big lesson I'll take.
Oh yeah.
And another lesson we've learned is how to actually be one in the car, and that's something I'm going to take back from this event. And I thank this guy. This is the guy. He's got me here. He had the steering.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Someone who's building cars overnight. He had 3 cars he had to run. Blown engines. The day before we were leaving on one of the cars, he did an overnighter. We got here and we were all over the place, but he made sure my car ran without a problem. And I'd just like to say thank you to Tinu and to many more.